Dun, dun, dun.
Da-da-da. Alright, I'm in. Now I'm just waiting for you. I think. Am I still waiting for you?
It's coming. It's
Waiting
not responding.
Waiting for other
It's
players.
coming.
I feel like you're in now.
Yes.
Alright, let's kick it off then. Welcome everyone in the chat. Welcome to these Masters of Arena round of 32 best of 5 recordings between Robo and Vic Vinchester. Joining me tonight, we do have the man, the myth, the legend, Robo. Robo, how are you doing tonight, man?
I'm good. I thought you were going to say Winchester for a second. I was like, oh, where is he? Where is he?
Yeah, Vinch is definitely in this Discord. Pyro's just keeping him nice and quiet.
Fair enough.
Alright, so as always, let's hand the reins over to you and let you kick it off and introduce your map and what you are and all that sort of good stuff.
Okay, well, down in the south, there's me playing with Teal. Yes, I am currently spectating. Don't tell the admins, I might get in trouble. Okay, so Persian War. My maps, I would say pretty horrible. I've got forward stones, forward golds. My deer, the deer aren't too bad. Boars are inside, but yeah, the only like saving grace is the wood lines come towards the TC.
Yeah, exactly. And your main gold is at least toward the back-ish of your base. I mean, it's not going to be harassable by any like towers or anything that Octagonal might be tempted to put up at the front of your base or something like that. But yeah, it's still can't get full saturation on it because of those lumber lines that you were mentioning as well.
Yes. Whereas for Winchester, it's kind of a mixed bag as well.
Yeah,
it is
a little bit.
Forward stone. His main goal is actually worse than mine, and the wood line is further away.
And he doesn't have anywhere really. He's got a nice big back area to boom in, but he doesn't have any extra resources. And saying that, neither do you actually, do you? No, you've got no resources extra.
No, the problem with like his extra area though is that there's not really any way to easily defend it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's very open.
Yep.
Whereas my base, there's only 10-15 tiles between the wood line and the TC, so it's
it's easy to funnel in, and then you can boom into the back of your wee areas if you need to.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is quite nice. All right, what about relic positions? Because they always come, or often at high levels, they come into play quite a bit in arena games, and it looks like Winchester maybe getting the better end of that stick. I would say. Are you trying to lame again?
I may or may not be laming again.
This is awesome.
But this time I'm playing a significantly better player, so I feel like
it's okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. I don't know if he was expecting this, to be honest. You've also managed to grab a sheep off him, by the looks of it. Is that one of his sheep that you've managed to nab? I think it might be.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see if he makes it back though.
That's not too bad. Yeah, he's got his scout. Oh, don't you dare lose your scout though. All right, rip scout. And he's going to find his sheep too. Yeah. Damn, and a little bit of... yeah, you recognise what happened. It's like, oh, I lost my scout. Damn it.
Well, see, the problem is that this gate that I'm running towards, I can't actually get through.
Yeah.
The line completely blocks the gate.
Yeah. What was the lag like in the game?
If I remember correctly, I didn't realise that gate was blocked until I got there.
Okay. That sucks.
Yeah.
I suppose it's not something you'd really think about too much. You're like, yeah, I've got a gate. I can probably get through it because it makes sense. But sometimes they do get bugged out like that.
Yeah, exactly.
What was the lag like? Was it okay between the Russia and Australia?
I think it was okay.
Feels 16.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, actually that's true. Oh, and Winchester doing the old TC attack. Yeah, strong. Anyway, so the relics, what we're bringing in before, it looks like Vinch may be getting the better end of that stick. I would say he's got one pretty much right outside his walls. One, I guess that one's, is that equidistant? Oh, I'm not really sure. Maybe a little closer to him. And he's.
I'd say actually they're fairly even.
Yeah. The one up the I suppose it is actually. I mean, the one out to the far west of the map is probably going to be a little bit easier for you to gather, just because it is. I mean, it's still within a screen distance away from from the only gate that you can actually get out of your base.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so now we come to the time of every arena match where we've discussed all the resources, we've discussed the civs, the players, the relics. Now we just have to try and fill in the time while these guys time filler, exactly, while these guys go ahead and do a fast castle, and then see what they want to do after that. And as much as one particular gentleman in the chat doesn't like to admit, towers are not always a viable strategy in every map of Age of Empires. And in an arena matchup, it's probably going to be a fast castle that we will see. And then
To be fair though, if I hadn't lost my scout, towers could actually be kind of good here. Just
yeah,
thinking about Winchester's resources. Not
but
that
they're
I
all
can see
forward.
though.
Yeah, I was gonna. That was the other thing. Yeah, your scouting is. I mean, you know that he's got 2 of his golds out the front, which is fair enough, but you don't know anything else. You haven't scouted the stone or anything like that, which is pretty unfortunate, but that's okay. And Finch is just, squeezing every little bit of efficiency out of his villages as he can by using his scout to lure in his boars. Always nice to see.
Yeah, well, because he doesn't need it anymore.
Yeah, exactly. He's
He's
going to
playing
have
my
all the
scout
map
dead, so
vision.
he knows that he's got massive advantage.
Yeah, map vision, map control, it's all going to be for him. Because your scouting is, I mean, you know where one relic is, which is nice for you.
2 relics.
2 relics? You found the other one? Where's the other
Yep.
one? Oh, that one there.
The
Yes,
two,
you're right.
the 2 in the middle.
Yeah, you haven't found the one that's closest to you. It's just
Yeah.
a bit unfortunate, but that's all good.
Who needs it?
Who needs
Right.
that relic? And Vinch pushing in deer now as well. Split his lumber camp, so it's only a question of what Vinchester and what you decide to do in the castle age. Do you decide to boom, or do you decide to go forward and go aggressive? Personally, I'd love to see castle drops, because I'm always fascinated by how people defend castle drops and pressure. But I think, in terms of just using the fact that Persian town centers are just, so fantastic at pumping out villages quickly, that, oh, you cheeky bugger, that as soon as I say that, that a boom might be on the cards, but as soon as I say that, we can see you moving out to stone, which tells me you might want to be going for a castle drop, or maybe even just a fantastic 4 or 5 TC boom. Wouldn't that be something special?
Or maybe guard towers.
Or maybe
You
guard
never know.
towers. Yeah,
You
we don't.
never know.
You could have been having Octagonal Dick in mind for this game, and thinking, you know what will really, really get that guy's blood pumping? Towers. Not just towers, but guard towers.
Guard towers.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
only this is expansions and narratives.
Yeah, exactly. If only. But Vinchester is also up to the feudal age, along with yourself. I was going to say one villager difference, but there's not, because you've lost your scout. So you're both up at pretty much the same time. He's up just a little bit quicker than you, but 5 seconds deficit's not really going to make too much of a difference.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Guard towers, his octagonal D in the chat, and yes, guard towers could be on the cards. You heard it here first, but it looks like Finch is just going to go for a standard boom or monks in the castle age, seeing as though he hasn't moved out to take any funky stone. No funky castle or tower business coming in from Finch, it would seem.
It definitely doesn't look like it.
Which means that Vinch is now Octagonal's least favorite arena player. Because at least you moving out to stone shows that you're going to throw up maybe a castle, maybe something to do with stone, whereas Vinch is not. Vinch up to feudal, Robo up to feudal 5 seconds later, I think it was, or 4, I can't remember now. I think it was 5. Yeah, 5 seconds later. Market Blacksmith coming up for both players. Where is yours? Right at the back of your base. Fantastic. Lovely stuff. Good to see. And you guys are going to have quite nice castle times as well, supplemented obviously by the deer that you've both been... Well, you haven't actually been luring yours because you don't have a pony that can.
No, it
It's a
feels
bit
bad, man.
unfortunate.
My
No.
villages need exercise.
Yeah, exactly. So you've been going ahead and grabbing the lovely, delicious, nutritious deer meat with your villagers there. And Vinch up to Castle Age, just waiting for Robo to click. I think he has. No, he hasn't quite, because he doesn't have the gold. He's going to be selling stone, and up he goes. There we have it. Both players up to Castle Age. Yeah, 11 seconds difference. And yeah, it looks like Vinch probably going to go for a boom. That's what I'm anticipating from Vinch. Maybe trusting the fact that he might be a little bit higher rated than his opponent here. Maybe.
Oh, it's only a casual
It's only
400 points.
Yeah, it's not too much. It's nothing noticeable, really.
Yeah.
404, what's the difference? But it looks like Robo... I mean, you don't have enough villagers on stone to be going for a castle drop unless you're going to buy the crap out of it. But you're not taking gold.
Yeah, with all
so
the
you
gold
can't
that
do
I'm mining.
Yeah, exactly. So you can't do that. So, extra town centers? That's all I can maybe see? I'm not really sure. Or maybe you literally are going to go for a tower rush. That would be something
Remember,
special.
I did sell my stone to up,
Yeah, exactly.
so could all be part of my plan.
Interesting, yeah. Anyway, I'm not really sure what you're planning on doing, to be honest. I'm very, very intrigued. But it looks like Vinch, having moved some more villagers out to gold, oh, he moved a couple more villagers out to gold. Maybe he's going to be striking down a monastery to get some relics. Or maybe he'll just forego that and go straight into a boom. But if he was going into a straight boom, then he wouldn't be moving more villagers over to gold now. So I can anticipate maybe monasteries will be coming up from him. But we'll just have to wait for another 7 seconds to see what happens there. He's got one villager parked there. Pretty sure he's going to build a monastery. Please build a monastery, Vinch. Prove me right. Monastery. Yes.
Build a university, just a troll.
Yeah, you bastard. Get hyped. Alright, so now that we know what Vinch is doing, he's going to be getting out some monks, go for the relics. Let's see what old Robo is doing. He's throwing up one town centre. Is he throwing up an extra town centre? Well, no, he's not, because he doesn't have...
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. It's down there. Excellent. Did I miss any shenanigans in Dark and Feudal? You missed Robo trying to be a complete lamer and steal one of Vinchester's boars, and you also missed that said boar completely destroying Robo's scout.
There was a little bit of blocking going on at the same time, though.
But we don't care about that because we want to make you feel bad.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah. So Vinchester also throwing up an extra town centre. With not enough wood to throw up a third, obviously, because he sunk 175 wood into a monastery. So at this rate, economy-wise, Robo is going to be pulling ahead ever so slightly of his opponent. Monk's now coming out from Vinchester as well. Can only anticipate that he's going to be going out to grab some relics as he sends his scout to Robo's walls to see what's going on in Robo's base. But he can't really see too much. His scouting of your base is pretty... Yeah, it's about as good as you can expect, right? He might even see your extra town centre if he brings the scout down here close enough, and he does. Okay.
And he does.
Yeah, fantastic. So he knows where your extra town centre, or one of your extra town centres is, which is nice for him. Wheelbarrow also coming in for both players here. Vinch buying 100 stone. Vinch buying 100 stone. Why is Vinch buying 100 stone?
Maybe he wants the early 4th TC.
Maybe he does. Well, he's throwing
Like,
up a...
skip the 3rd TC, go straight for the 4th TC, and then come back to the 3rd TC.
Makes sense. I've heard that's a really strong strategy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have.
Who told
Yep.
you that?
I think it was Robo.
Ah, yeah, well, yeah,
Not
that
sure.
has to be correct then.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, he knows everything. But yeah, Vinch
Of course,
moving out,
Of course.
nabbing up a relic. He's going to be gobbling up that extra passive gold, which is nice for him. And oh, I thought we were going to see a castle drop from you. Why did you mine that extra stone? Oh, extra town centre. There we go. Hey, so I was right. It's the big boom coming in from Robo. This is going to be great. Are you managing to
Yeah,
keep
and
all your
then
town centres going?
eventually, the
Sort of.
Easter Bills will gather me enough stone for a castle.
Eventually, yes, you're right, of course. Or guard
It won't be a
towers.
fast castle, but
No,
there will probably be a castle at some point in my distant future.
it could also be guard towers.
It could be a guard tower.
Yeah. Wow. Oh no, Vinch collected a relic. Yep. So Vinch one relic in the bag already, and Vinch actually throwing up another town centre as well. So you're both even on town centres at this stage, and the villager count does indeed evidence this as well. Octagonal also asking where is the Trush, and it looks like Robo is going to forego the Trush, and he's going to go that one step further and do a Crush instead. He's going to castle rush his Russian opponent, it would seem, as Vinchester moves out and grabs another relic from outside his base as well. And I think that'll bring it to 3. Yeah, that'll be his 3rd relic under his control.
That is right.
Yeah.
And I think I have a nasty feeling that his monks might come and harass my TC. You know?
It's a nasty feeling, but you might
Yeah.
know what happens in the game as well.
No, I've just got excellent pre-science. Like, I know. I can just imagine this happening. Like, it's
Good.
such a clear strategy, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Like,
he's sending 2
You see a
monks.
TC,
Harass. He is sending 2 monks, but I could only anticipate that one of them would be grabbing the relic from outside your base. Especially seeing as though you don't seem interested at all in wanting to go ahead and grab the relics. No monastery having been thrown up for you as well. But you know, as the
relic's
game...
overrated.
Yeah. if the game... We laugh because we know that's not true. If the game goes late, that could be quite detrimental for you. This is not standard victory, is it?
Oh, that would be horrendous.
A kick in the teeth, wouldn't it?
Rip.
Yeah, someone in the chat said, I hope they set the victory condition to conquest, otherwise Vinch has a relic victory. Yeah. So Vinch also
Okay, no,
taking...
I just double checked it is conquest. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay. I'm not
Yeah.
out just yet.
No, just yet. Foreshadowing. But Vinch having grabbed all the relics and also mining stone pretty heavily as well now. So it looks like he might be wanting to get up a castle. Maybe anticipating... you throwing up a castle? I mean, what's his scouting like? He can. That's your scouting, so we shouldn't be looking at that. He knows that your stones are on the front, but he doesn't know that you're taking your main stone there. And here comes a monk, as Robo was saying, and you actually have to be kind of careful that you don't chop through those trees outside that town centre on the right-hand side. I mean, there's still
That would
150
be
wood.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I have to say. Like, who needs to break down walls in arena just wait for them to chop themselves out?
Yeah, exactly. Were you aware of that in the game? Or were you thinking, nah, screw it, let's
I
plunk it
don't
down?
think so.
Okay.
I don't think I would have even
Yeah, no,
thought
fair
about
enough.
it at all.
And here
There's
we
a
go.
wood line that's nearby.
Just
Go.
put a TC on it. And is Vinch gonna grab a Robo villager? No, because Robert is too strong and manages to
Too
swap that
quick
out.
at my garrison hockey.
Too quick, exactly. And Vinch, now having grabbed the 5th relic as well, means that there's no more passive gold income for Robo to take.
Nah, it's okay. I'll just build some trade cards and go to his market.
Ah, of course, brilliant. You have to get into his
Yeah.
base first, though. He's all pretty walled up.
Oh, that's okay. I'll make some mini cards, break a hole in, and then I'll wall off the markets
Aw,
so like he can't come and attack my trade.
He got a villager.
And then the villager died. How's
Yeah,
that?
that sucks. But here we go. But here we go. Robo throwing up a tower on the wood line, in his wood line.
See,
This is
the
gonna.
tower rush is real.
Yeah, exactly. He's just starting it very, very far back.
Yeah, it's I'm rushing the tower up. Now
Yeah,
that I'm
just to try and
needy.
snipe down that monk. Nope, no monk being sniped down yet. Handcart coming in for Vinch now as well. And a monk now able to see that you are taking stone. But it's still at a much, much slower rate than Vinch is himself at home, as Vinch brings forward villagers to build a house. That was going to be so much more exciting. Oh, wait. Oh, the castle! The castle
Castle's
drop.
real.
The castle drop. Here we go. And you can't see it. Oh, oh god.
Rip.
Yeah, it would have been funny if he placed the castle on your wood line. That would have been quite funny, because that would just deny
Oh, God.
everything. But, yeah.
But look,
Anyway,
I'm up to Imperial Age.
You are up to Imperial Age after selling 1,000 wood.
Yeah, well, I had the wood.
You had the wood,
I
why
didn't
not?
need it.
Sell,
Exactly.
sell. Here we go. Vinch about to drop a castle. Nice castle placement, and it is pretty
Hey,
solid because it's
look
gonna.
at the timing.
Yeah,
It's brilliant. Like my villagers, they're just going to stone.
and now they're
And
gonna have to
then-
get kicked off stone, which is a little bit unfortunate because that castle is up. There's no question about that. Does Robo have stone in the back of his base? Well, no, he does not have stone in the back of his base. These are his only 2 available stone piles, and at the moment, although Vinch doesn't have fletching, he's getting it. Oh, he's getting it now. Fantastic. Robo is about to be zoned off stone, it would seem, when fletching and bod can come in as Vinch. What's he going to do? Is he going to start battering down your walls, or is he going to throw down another castle? No, he's just going to start mining your
My
stone. He's going
Oh,
to
I
start
can't
mining
prove
one of his
that.
stones. Fair enough.
Like, first he denies my stone, and then he
and
takes
then he
some
mines
as
it.
well.
The cheek, the absolute cheek.
Exactly.
And here comes the trush. It's
The
a little
trush,
bit, it's a little
it's
bit
real.
unorthodox because the trush is starting in your base as opposed to near his. But you know, this will still give Octagonal something to cheer about in the chat. I'm expecting to see some hypes out there as you move out to the western side of your base to start taking more gold. At least gold isn't really an issue for you at the moment because your main gold is not depleted. But he's also managed to zone you off one of your other golds out the front of your base. And you're up to the Imperial Age. I saw you getting scale barding armor before, if I'm not mistaken. So it looks like you're going to be wanting to go for Knight/Pala with Bloodlines coming in as well. It looks like that could be the way to go. And Stables
Looks like
as well. Oh, and an archery range. So maybe looking to transition to Helb hand cannons that we normally see from the Persians and Teutons and such as well. Oh, I picked up a Vil. Would you delete that Vil?
he killed 2 bills in his scout, and he converted the third one.
Cheeky bugger. And now he's building a siege workshop with that converted villager.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Just to add insult to injury.
Add insult to injury,
Takes my
exactly.
eco and then uses it again.
Why even cast these one-sided games? Because we don't know if they're one-sided or not, son. You never know. Everyone loves an
Because
underdog.
Robo's pro, you can take games of anyone.
Yeah, and here comes... Vinch has obviously been taking notes out of MBL's book, with the outpost rush coming in thick and fast, with one outpost having been built outside your base as well.
Well, outposts, they're pretty deadly.
They are, they can be. But the Imperial Age is
Look,
still
you
not
see
here.
my siege workshop now. What?
Cheeky bugger. Can this cast get any more British? We are not British. We are Australasian, Australia, New Zealand. We are not British. Don't insult us.
Yeah. We are like the opposite of
Yeah.
British. We used to be British, and then we're like, no, fuck off us. We
Yeah,
don't want to be like you.
we don't want that. we stay down here at this end of the world. But it looks like Vinch very, very close to being Imperial Age. 2, 1, bam, there we go. And Vinch also having been researching all those nice cavalry upgrades as well. So it'll be interesting. Yep, Knights coming out thick and fast for him with Husbandry and Chain Barding coming in as well. Conscription from the castle. Do you remember that castle that he put up outside your base that zoned you off pretty much all your stone? You remember that castle?
Yeah, I vaguely remember it.
Yeah, he's getting conscription from that.
Oh,
Yeah.
cheeky.
So that's why you shouldn't have let him put that castle up, because now he's got conscription and you don't.
And I don't.
Because you don't have a castle.
Yeah.
What you do have though is you've got chemistry research and you've got bombard cannons coming out, so that could be quite nice. You might be able to, you know, nab down that castle and take control back of your stone and gold. But where are all your cavalier? There they are. They're being queued up now as well with the hand cannons and the bombard cannons. Are we going to see helbs in the near future? It doesn't look like it, as plate barding armor comes in as well as guilds. I think you might be noticing that you might have to start selling some resources to be able to get gold.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a lot of gold.
No, you really don't.
Hand cannons and cavalier are
Pretty
damn
taxing.
expensive.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. And
To
it's,
mention the cannons.
yeah. At Robo, did you feel like you had him where you wanted him at this moment in the game? I feel like Robo is definitely in control. He doesn't need map control. He doesn't need gold. He doesn't need map control because he's Robo. He doesn't need gold because he's just research guilds.
I think I'd probably put it at around about 90% happy. That stone wall he has on the right hand side, I don't like that. That gets in my way. If I tried to push the right side of his base, now I have to build 2 stone walls.
That's just rude. Had you scouted that? I think you had. You should ask him to delete that.
I can just see the start of the wall, and like that's enough. That's why I'm going for the castle. Unless you had seen shit, there's 2 stone walls.
Yeah.
I'm not going that way.
Exactly, fair enough. And those bombard cannons are actually taking down that castle pretty quick smart. He's got quite a few villagers repairing it as well. But at this stage of the game, I don't know, he might need more vills up in there, especially since more bombard cannons have just been created rather as well. But out on the left-hand side of the western flank of your base, actually you're cleaning that up pretty nicely as well. He did have one battering ram being thrown out there completely unprotected, which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
But here we go.
That battering ram good.
This is going to be horrific. He's got Paladin incoming as well. Cavalier with +4 defense having been done and +1 attack. Forge and no iron casting coming in. It looks like Cavalier in your base, not going to be the nicest position for you, Robo.
Yeah, no, I have to say it's not looking too good for Winchester. I feel like his army's about to be massively overmatched.
I think it might be as well.
Like, you know, Persian Tail Setters, it's just taking too long to kill my base without any serious issues.
Yeah, exactly. It's not looking too good.
Whereas
He's getting
me,
yeah.
I'm using Cavaliers to their best effect by attacking the castle.
Actually, that's a very good point. He doesn't care about that castle. Oh, no, he does. He's coming over to defend it now as well. What are your upgrades like? He's actually beating you in terms of the offensive upgrades. But
yeah, no, he does have a couple of extra upgrades for me. I think the most important one is the +2 attack.
Yeah, and also the Paladin. I mean, that's kind of nasty as well. His eco...
he mostly got that from Rio. Like, let's be real.
Yeah, a lot of your eco is
like,
falling idle, which is a little bit nasty.
Like, look at that. It's beautiful.
Yeah, a lot of your eco falling idle now as well. 24 village, about a quarter of your eco is idle, just because there's so many villages having to be garrisoned in town centers and all that sort of stuff. Because there's paladins, pesky pink paladins, pesky pink Persian paladins even in your base.
Oh, so much alliteration.
Look at that, man. Who says you can't learn anything from Age of Empires? But it looks like the defender's advantage is starting to pay dividends for you, as you are maybe looking like you might be able to hold this one back as you start throwing up some barracks in your base as well. Obviously, the pikemen / helm would be a fantastic addition to this defensive army for you, but those paladins just streaming in so bloody quickly from Winchester, and he's in the back of your base doing raiding there as well, and it is looking like a pretty dicey situation. He did get
so that's why the paladins are so quick.
Yeah, exactly. And the GG has been called from Robert as well. Looks like he recognised the situation and thought maybe he might be wanting to, might not be able to pull that one back.
Yeah, in the first game.